Okay, so this video is going to address some of the challenges I noticed with the contributions we've made so far. So the first thing you want to do each time you go to your fork and you want to make a contribution, you want to resolve an issue, what you should know is that people have been working on it. So this also applies to other projects you may want to work in future. People have been working on it. The fact that you cloned or you forked a repository previous days or months does not mean it will remain that way. They must have made some changes. They must have resolved some issue, updated, merged people's request and all that. So if you're looking at my screen right now, you will see that my branch is 37 commits ahead of the main branch, which is the branch I want to go and request PR for. What this means is that they have merged, make some changes to this branch up to 37 times. So I just can't go ahead and start editing. Trust me, this is not how this readme file looks right now, because a lot of changes has been made. So each time you come to make a commit, or even before you request for your PR, before you start making changes, I want you to always sync this fork. So when we go into the command line aspect, it is going to be like a one command. You just do your git pull and it pulls whatever it has in the main repository to your branch. So but in this case where we're using the GitHub UI, you have to use this option. So I'm clicking on it now and it's telling me that my branch is out of date. Update branch. You want to compare, you want to see the changes, fine, but I'm going to just update this branch. So this is my branch. I want to refresh so I have a better view. Okay, so I'm still going to check. Okay, wow, look at all the changes that have been made to this branch since the last time. So I want to click on it and see this branch is not behind. Okay, fine. So now another issue I want us to look at now is the one regarding pull requests. How many pull requests can I send to an issue, or how to go about it? So I'm going to go to the main branch, which is um, where I created my fork from, which is this SCA account. So this my copy was forked from this repository. So I'm going to go to that repository, and this is the main repository. As you can see, some changes has been made 2 days ago. 50 commits. Wow. Okay. I still have 3 issues here, so I'll click on this issue now. I want to make this correction before I proceed. As we go into open source, before you navigate to an issue and start contributing or start looking for an issue to work on, I want you to always go to the main code branch, go to the README, scroll till you find contribution guideline. Don't just jump into people's projects and start contributing. A lot of people want their project a certain way, and I introduced that here, but nobody took note of it except one person. So some people did, some people did not. Okay, so always try to, it may not always be here. This is for this copy. It may not always be here. Some people have it somewhere, but before you contribute to any repository out there, try to find out if this repo has a guideline. Some people want it a certain way. They want you to do it this way. It may not be the way we did it here, where a lot of people were contributing to the same issue. Some people want you to make a request, I assign it to you, and that's fine. You start working on it. So it could be a lot. So you just have to, that's the first thing you should have in mind. Find the guideline wherever it is in the doc. Usually they would put it within this first readme file. So for this project, I wrote a guideline, but nobody took notes. I said edit your fork with a solution, create a pull request. I said do not merge two or more issues on one pull request. People did. You will see an issue. Okay, let me go to the pull request. So you see this person said to fix issue 11, 12, and 14. So I said don't use one PR to resolve more than one issue. Do not merge or two or more issues on one pull request. So don't use one pull request to solve two or more issues. Just one. Don't work on an issue if it is assigned to someone. Open the issue, indicate interest in the comment box so that we can assign it to you before you send your PR. Almost everybody failed this one. Nobody went to. I saw one person who said on the comment section, um, it seems the issue I was working on has been assigned, or assigned this issue to me. So nobody read this or obeyed it, but it's fine. We're all learning at this stage. So I added that so that we could actually read it and see if people could make a change, but it's fine. So always try to read the guideline before you proceed. Now I'm going to go to issue. Since I've seen the issue, there are currently 3 issues here. I will start with the first one here, which is issue 14. So I'm going to click on it to understand what the issue is saying. And according to the owner of this repository, he said you should comment in this comment section. So this person said, I want to fix this. But I'm sure the person already sent PR. Yeah, I can understand people want to just send their PR because it takes time for me to come here and approve and all that. So we have an open PR here already. So what I expected people to do is to come here, scroll down to the comment section and say, assign this to me. Assign this to me. So that was what I was expecting. You come here and comment, assign this to me, and when it's assigned to you, you start working on it. You start make your changes and send in your PR. Okay, that's fine. So at this point, we are not going to be waiting now because we are already out of time for that. So I'm going to show you how to now proceed one PR per issue. So for the first issue, it said make line 47 bold and italics. So I'm going to go to line 47 on the code. It's just one readme file here. So in a case of other projects, you may need to find where they mean. They may not even tell you line 57. They may just tell you this project has a problem, help us fix it. So it's left for you to find where and all that. But it's just a one code file here. So I'm just going to edit this. I'm not editing from here, sorry, because I know a lot of people tried the same. You can see I can actually edit. So some people tried it but decided they didn't understand what I mean. At this point, I'm no longer in my account. I'm in Sca Lagos account and on the repo, and it is editable. Yes, some projects are like that. The settings were not mandated. People can edit it and that is it. But we wanted a PR at this point. So it is not nice for you to come here and edit it straight up. So what I expect you to do is to go back to that copy that you cloned or you forked and look for the line 47 and make your change. So I'm going to go back to my account. So this is my account and I'm going to look for my Sca contributor project, which is this. So I am on my account and this is my branch. So I'm going to the readme file. This is the copy I already forked, so there's no need going back to fork this account again. So I'm going to go to this readme file and I'm going to edit from my own account. Always make sure you're on the right place before you click the edit. So It says line 47, which is this. It said I should make it bold and italics. Is that the correct thing to do? Let me go back. So I'm just going to duplicate this page, and I want to go straight to Sca Lagos account. So I think I have it here. Yeah, so this is it, and I just want to have the instruction again. Sorry for that. It said make line 47 bold and italics. So I'm going to come to line 47. It's on H3, so some people mistake this. H3 does not mean it's bold. H3 has the feature of being bold, but H3 doesn't mean it's bold. So the feature that actually makes this bold is this. So sorry, I can't make this here. Give me a minute. Where's my own keyboard? My keyboard is just messing up. So I'm going to add 2 stars here. And the same thing here. So I've made this bold. One thing I noticed people didn't do so much is to preview it and be sure it's bold. So sometimes when you make that change, you don't go back to preview it, and because you already know the format, it doesn't apply. Can you see? It didn't apply. So I have a lot of this. There, and people make changes and it doesn't apply. When you merge that change, or in a case where I didn't notice it, I think I have that. Yeah, the first person that made this bold didn't apply it, like didn't make the correction. I had to do it myself. So now you made it bold, but it's not bold. You had to preview your change to be sure that this thing you want to do, so that you don't introduce error to people's projects in the name of PR. Yeah, there are code maintainers, open source maintainers, people who actually go through this. Make sure that you're actually doing the right thing before they merge your project. But on your own side, do your checks too. So when you're contributing to a project, be very sure you've tested. If it's a project that needs you to test, be very sure you test and you're not introducing bug to their work. Okay, because sometimes you may have resolved the issue, but somehow you introduce the new issue alongside. So I'm going to go back now and try to make this bold. Okay, I left the edit tab, so I'm going to close out all these spaces. I intentionally kept the space so that I can make that point. So I'm going back to preview again. Yep, this is it. Upcoming programs this year is now bold. I hope that is it. Yeah, it's now bold. So I'm going back. I'm not done. Set bold and italics. So how do I make italics? Italics comes with underscore. So I'm going to add underscore to this, and let me preview. So you can see it doesn't work. So I had to go back. Make sure you test. Make sure you test and be sure this is working. So I'm going to give this okay, I think my keyboard is inserting the wrong thing. I had to do this way. Underscore, I used the opposite. Okay, so let me see if this works. Okay, it's already showing me that it works. Okay, so let me assume the first time I think I was not imputing the right thing. So let me take out this and still put it at the beginning, because we need to be sure. paste here. um okay, so you can see even with italics first, bold second, it still works. So for the first time I was not using underscore, I was using the dash sign, so that made it not work. So always preview and be sure. Yes, it's italics now and bold. So this is what the person wanted, not H3 bold. So I'm going to make this commit. And while making your commits, I saw a lot of people using this default. It's fine, but always make sure you update why what your commit is all about. So I'm going to say issue 14 fixed. Hashtag. Remember to use hashtag. That is how it references the issue you're working on. So 14 fixed. Okay, so I'm going to commit to the main branch, but this is my name, so I'm still on my own account. Okay, so I've made a commit. So for each time you make a commit, that is when you should send your PR. If you make double okay, let's assume at the end of the commit I noticed there's an error, and I went back again and make a change on this repo. It's going to merge the commits together in one PR because I've not sent any PR at this point. So if I go to resolve issue 43 again, it will come into one PR, and that is what the project guideline said. They don't want you solving different issues under one PR. So at this point I've not sent my PR. Any change I'm making now, whether it's if it's outside issue 14, is still going to fall into the same PR. So this commit I make now is referencing to issue 14. If I'm making another commit on the same issue 14, try to use the same commit title. Try to use the same commit title you did in the first place, in the first time. So let's assume at the end of the day I already made my commit and I notice it's not italics and I won't go back to make another commit. I can still edit this, do the same thing again, but try to make sure you're using the same commit title. And at the point you're sending your PR, do what? Try to make sure you're only solving one issue, that all the commits you've made was still for one issue. So at this point now I'm going to click on pull request, and it's saying create new pull request. So what pull request does, it picks your commits, it picks your commits. So this commit I made now is where I'm sending this pull request to. And as you can see, the title of this commit says issue 14, and you see that it is referencing to issue 14 because I used hashtag 14. So on this branch I'm referencing to issue 14 for this commit. That's why I said on your commit try to reference the issue, and if you're making thousands of commits for that same issue, try to use the same commit title. So I'm going to create a PR now, and my PR said fix issue 14. Okay, you may want to leave a comment if you want the person to, maybe you're trying to explain something. So depending on the project there may be need for this, and allow edits by maintainers. It's also fine. So depending on the project there may be need for you to drop a comment. Maybe it's a project that needed you to install Java on your system to run, and you made a change and you need them to install Java before they can see the change, so you can just drop that on the comment box. Now try to review what you've done before you send it out. It was like this before. I made this change, and this is what issue 14 wants, right? So if I've made thousands of changes, I'll see it here. So possibly you can preview It's always good to preview so you know you're in line. You can see what it was before. It was very bold, but I turned it to this. It was in H3. I turned it to bold and italics. So it's fine by me. I'm going to send out my PR. Okay, so my PR is good to go. It has no conflicts. I can proceed to solve the next issue. So now I'll go back to this account again and look up what I want to do. Okay, I want to do this center align. Um, make the join us image clickable. I want to solve this. So I'm going to repeat the same process again by going back to my account. Don't edit from here. Always remember, I'll go back to my account. I'll look for that my repo that has the references that was forked from Sca Lagos account. I'll go back to my readme and I'll start making edit and commit again. So once I'm done editing and committing, you send another PR referencing um that issue. Don't forget. So don't just do everything one edit then send your PR. No, make your commit, make your change, commit your change, then send your PR to that issue. That is how the community guideline for this project wants it. So that is why you should do it this way. So the next video I would expose us to another project we'll be working on, which is now open source project with an open source license, and what they want us to do and how we're going to do it. Thank you.